So our penal systems were not created to be rehabilitative systems. They are very punitive and correctional. There's a lot of things that the institution doesn't do to prepare you for the free world. Our goal is that they never go back. My name is Naidoo. I'm the Executive Director of the Texas Offenders Reentry Initiative. So I've been a member at the Potter's House for 27 years, and I have been in this position for, it'll be 20 years next year. So my journey at the Potter's House started as a young 18-year-old. I was in university here in Dallas, Texas, and I heard that there was a Bishop T.D. Jakes in town who I was watching on TV. I had just started following him, and the first Sunday I went to church, I was all in. So I was a volunteer for a very long time. One of the things that happens when you become a member at the Potter's House, there's a lot of things you can plug into. I was in everything youth that you can think of. Then I was in that not youth and young adult stage. I completed school, I got my master's degree in social work, and at the time our church was exploring prisoner reentry programs. Some of the pastors that I served knew the work that I did, so they asked me if I would join the team, and that's how I got started at 26. So this is not something that I was in school dreaming about. When I stepped into this, it was very new for me, not a population that I'd served for any length of time. So I wasn't really aware of all the barriers that clients face once they come home from prison. I realized there weren't a lot of resources for them. Everyone wasn't really open with welcoming arms to have them come home. It's really unfair to me that we live in a first world nation and have such access to resources and people still suffer the way they do. I think families are like the backbone of our society, our community. One of the things I discovered over serving these last 20 years has been housing, where if you had a family and you had a home, you had stability. But a lot of what we were seeing was because people had a background, they couldn't get housing. And so families were really being broken apart. And so a lot of the work we do is to help get them stabilized and bring their families back together. And I think that's really what keeps them home. Just being able to be a part of that, to say it's okay. We're here, you've got a village. I think that's one of the fun things we get to do is we get to rebuild that family and we get to be a part of that village. What we do is so important because there's so few of us on the planet. I really believe people can change. And I don't believe that there are enough people in our world that lend a ear or are compassionate enough to give people like the clients I serve every day a chance. And I really feel like I'm a voice at the table for them. So I don't think I can give up. Things have gotten really hard and tough. I've had to make really tough decisions sometimes. But I have to say that I love doing what I do even 2 decades later.
This has been a place of learning, a place of growth. And I've been here for 4 years now, and now I've got my master's while working with TORI. I supervise interns from UTA, TWU, UNT, and other places so that they can learn now. Oftentimes I feel like Superwoman, just put on my cape to just be able to advocate, to be able to listen. Because a lot of people who come through those doors, they have no one else to turn to.
We need more programs like TORI because there's so many broken and hurting lives. But once they get healed, they can turn over their beds and become the physicians that now serve. But if we don't heal our broken world, we'll all become broken. It's a blessing for me. I feel like I get to go home every night and put my head down and know I made some type of difference in the world.